Hello everyone, I'm Lynn Vaughn. As the capital county of Georgia, Fulton and its Health and Wellness Department is one of the largest public health service providers in the state. There are nearly 1 million constituents in Fulton, and Healthline is our way to highlight the news and many services available in our health centers. In this edition of Healthline, we talk to Medical Director Dr. Matthew McKenna about the dangers of smoking and secondhand smoke. Healthline begins right now. And welcome again. We're talking about one of many people's pet peeves, and that is the dangers of nicotine and the habit of smoking. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the risk of developing lung cancer is about 23 times higher among men who smoke cigarettes and about 13 times higher among women who smoke cigarettes. But the CDC says secondhand smoke also can cause lung cancer and heart disease.
The one thing I really recommend people who smoke and want to stop, that they do is call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. That is a national hotline that will put you in touch and provide you information about where there are resources available for smoking and where you can also get professional counseling to help you stop smoking. And these sorts of quit lines or hotlines are found to be very effective in helping people quit and also connecting people with resources and where they can get help.
Well, in my set, anybody who lights up is really a pariah. Is it still considered, is it still like that socially? Smoking has become such a not thing to do.
Right, it's about changing the social norms, and there are certainly most communities, particularly more upscale communities where smoking is not accepted. But where we do see smoking still going on is in lower socioeconomic, lower education groups. And like I was saying earlier, higher in teenagers and young adults.
Well, Dr. McKenna, thank you so much. I appreciate all of this. I see you have your no smoking tie on.
Always
We're going to get a tight shot of that before you leave.
Okay.
Thank you. We appreciate your being here.
Thank you for having me.
Next on Healthline, the county and its health partners are working to get uninsured children proper coverage. Details on the program that's getting that coverage next. Welcome back to Healthline. The Department of Health and Wellness and community partners are helping give children who need it access to proper health care. The program is called CATCH, and it appears to be catching on. Getting children access to health care early on can make a huge impact that lasts a lifetime.
So the data is clear that when you have access to health care, when you go to your pediatrician, speaking from a children's standpoint, and get your immunizations on a regular visit and get your well baby visits to make sure that you're developing appropriately, outcomes are better in the end. Children perform better in school. They perform better in social play with their classmates.
That's why the Fulton County Health and Wellness Department is teaming up with the CATCH program. The goal is to enroll all eligible children and their families in Medicaid or affordable health care.
Most people are extremely happy and satisfied because they didn't have to wait for 2 hours in line and they get immediate service. The process that we have in place takes less than 20 minutes. So you can sit down, you can get information on Medicaid or the different medical options for insurance. I can give you some light information on health and wellness, get your application done, and you out the door in less than 20 minutes.
So far this year, the CATCH program has enrolled more than 40 people into a health plan. And in the last year and a half, coordinators say they've talked to more than 10,000 families. Program coordinators target families and children who need these services the most. So they go to the Juvenile Justice Center and county health facilities like the Adamsville Health Center and the Oak Hill Child, Adolescent, and Family Center.
We've developed a great relationship through Dr. Harrison of Fulton County Department of Health and Wellness with county government in general. So we have our enrollment specialists located in a number of different places.
So to get one-on-one help getting Medicaid information and healthcare enrollment information, call 404-593-0183 to set up an appointment. You know, your home can be a dangerous place for a child if you don't take the proper precautions. That's the lesson expectant mothers at the Pregnancy Aid Clinic learned during a poison prevention event. A health outreach worker from Save Kids Fulton showed the group how cleaning supplies like Windex or Pine Sol can look just like apple juice or Gatorade to kids, and children can easily, very easily mistake some medication for candy.
Well, I really just want them to be aware and it to be on their minds. That's why it's important for us to come here at the clinic in the stages of pregnancy, and a lot of them are first-time moms. And like today, a lot of them say, oh, I never thought of that.
And purses can also contain items harmful for children, including cosmetics. If a child swallows a dangerous item, call the Georgia Poison Center immediately. If a child inhales a chemical, get him or her to fresh air first, then call the Poison Center. And if poison touches a child's skin, remove the contaminated clothing, rinse the affected area of skin, then call for help. The number 1-800-222-1222. Now, coming up next on Healthline, Fulton has stepped up its efforts to eradicate HIV/AIDS. County leaders are engaged in an all-out fight to stem the increase of HIV among vulnerable populations. We'll be back after a break. Welcome back to Healthline. I'm Lynn Vaughn. Fulton's Board of Commissioners has formed a new HIV/AIDS task force, set up its goals, and is working to bring HIV/AIDS under control. Health Services Director Dr. Patrice Harris plays a crucial role with the task force, along with other medical professionals. During the inaugural meeting, the group talked about ways to significantly reduce the number of people infected with HIV/AIDS. Proven solutions are to increase access to health care.
Unfortunately, Fulton County has the highest incidence of people living with HIV and AIDS in the state. So we have our work ahead of us, and we're very pleased today. This task force, I think, will amplify the work that's already being done.
And the group also discussed how to further target populations that are most at risk. For more information on HIV/AIDS and to get tested, call 404-613-1430 or 1431. Health leaders also held an awareness event on National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. The launch of the Atlanta Greater Than AIDS Physician Ambassador campaign brought together a number of health professionals at the Loudermilk Center in downtown Atlanta. They hailed from different parts of the metro area to discuss how to improve HIV/AIDS treatment and how to bridge the gaps in service, and to learn how to work together on this important issue.
The healthcare workforce, that is a non-medical workforce, is in need to become educated about HIV and become their own ambassadors to carry forth the message that treatment is prevention.
A lot of different discussions about treatment of HIV and awareness of HIV and prevention efforts of HIV.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says more than 1,170,000 people in the U.S. have been diagnosed with HIV/AIDS. Georgia is among the top 10 states which have high rates of new HIV/AIDS diagnoses. Most cases are in the metro Atlanta area. For more information on HIV/AIDS and to get tested, we'd like for you to call 404-613-1430 or 1431. Next on Healthline, having a healthy heart doesn't have to be hard. The Healthy Heart Coalition recommends some easy measures you can take right now. Welcome back to Healthline. The Healthy Heart Coalition of Fulton County's main goal is prevention. The group recommends one way to have a healthy heart is to incorporate raw foods into your diet. A knife and blender were two tools needed during the Healthy Heart Coalition's latest workshop. This event focused on using raw foods to make fresh fruit smoothies and raw vegetable soup.
So both of those were very nutritious, and an opportunity to share, especially with our senior group, how important it is to use what you have at home and things that are not too expensive.
The coalition says heart disease is still Fulton County's as well as the nation's leading cause of death for both men and women. The coalition says a healthy diet with raw foods is one of the best ways to combat heart problems.
There's so much stuff put into processed stuff, all the salt and sugar and stuff that people kind of gotten addicted to.
These recipes included a colorful amount of fresh fruits and vegetables and either hot water or ice. No cooking was required.
Sometimes they just need specifics, and they need specific recipes and how to go back and reach the community and make those changes. We've also worked on healthier gardens, teaching people how to grow gardens. We showed one way today. We've also gone out and done actual gardens with them too. So we use different strategies and different tools to make that change.
The Healthy Heart Coalition is working on changing people's habits to make for better health outcomes. The coalition is also working to make fresh fruits and vegetables more available in areas described as food deserts. To learn more about the coalition, go to healthyheartcoalition.org. And after the healthy food comes exercise. So finally today, starting a workout routine doesn't have to be intimidating. Fulton County's fitness expert has some tips to help you get started with a cardiovascular workout.
Hi, I'm Robin Parson, your fitness specialist here at the Fulton County Employee Fitness Center. Today we're going to focus on cardiovascular workout. I'm going to recommend the stationary bike, but remember, before you get started, please warm up. Okay, so we're going to start basically first with adjusting the bike because everybody has a different height, length, so we got to find what's comfortable for you. So you want to start here. Basically, you want to take the pin, and you can always adjust the seat right here. Very easy, very basic. Make sure your feet are in the straps. You're comfortably sitting on the bike. And remember, you want to base your adjustment on the length of your leg. So always, before you start striding, lengthen your leg out and see if it's comfortable for you. So my hip is very comfortable here. I'm sitting comfortably, so this would work for me, okay? So from here, adjust your program. I would suggest for a beginner, start with a manual. And remember, when you warm up, you want to warm up for at least 2 to 3 minutes, okay? So let's get started. While you're working out, make sure you pay attention to your breathing. That is very important. Make sure you breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, because you want to keep a really complete cycle so your workout won't be so strenuous. Also, focus on the length of time. You can work out either 20 minutes, 30 minutes, depends on what you are trying to do. If you're trying to burn calories, you may want to go a little longer. If you just want to do something active and get the body moving, then 10 to 15 minutes will work. Make sure you pay attention to your heart rate. Remember, listen to the body. If you feel like your heart is moving too fast or it's not fast enough, check your levels on the bike. You can always do a more advanced level, a more intermediate, or a beginner stage, whatever works for you. Thank you for joining us. Back to you.
Our thanks to Robin for those tips. We hope you've enjoyed this edition of Healthline. I'm Lynn Vaughn. Remember, you can learn all about the services of the Health and Wellness Department by phone or online. Go to fultoncountyga.gov, click on Department and Agencies, and then the Health and Wellness link. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.